Hi everybody, in this video we're going to be learning how to solve the kinds of basic linear equations that you'll need for Year 10 General Maths. Okay, here's the first one. We've got 5x plus 7 equals 27. You might remember these ones from previous years. Okay, remember the basic rule of solving equations is that whatever I do to the left-hand side, I have to do to the right-hand side. I ask myself, what is stopping x from being by itself? And the answer is I've got this plus 7 here, and I've got this 5. And that's, remember, is times in there. So what am I going to deal with first? Now, here's the rule. Those ones, the 5 and the x, to make 5x, are locked together really tightly. And I can't separate them until I've gotten rid of this plus 7. So I'm going to deal with that. How do I get rid of a plus 7? Well, what I'm going to do is take 7 away. Now, to take 7 away, I need to take 7 away from both sides. See that there? It's still balanced because I've taken the 7 from both sides. So 5x plus 7 minus 7, well, the 7 minus 7 makes it go away, and I've just got left 5x. 27 minus 7 is 20. Now, the 5x is the only thing on the left-hand side, so I can now separate the 5 and the x. Well, that means 5 times x. I ask myself, what's the opposite of times 5? And the answer is divided by 5. And I'm going to write it like that. 5x divided by 5. Well, those x's cancel each other out. What I've got left is here, x is equal to 20 over 5. That means 20 divided by 5. If you don't know that, your calculator will help you. And the answer is x equals 4. Let me do one more of those. Here I've got 4x plus 2 is equal to 14. Well, I ask myself, what's stopping x from being by itself? And I've got a plus 2, and I've got that times 4. What am I going to deal with first? I'm going to deal with the plus 2. 4x plus 2, what's the opposite of plus 2? Minus 2 equals 14. Well, I've took 2 off the left, I've got to take 2 off the right. Okay, what happens next? Well, the plus 2 minus 2, they go away. Cancel each other out. Here I've got 4x equals 14 minus 2 is 12. What's stopping the x from being by itself now? That times 4. How do I get rid of a times 4? I divide by 4. Divide both sides by 4. 4x divided by 4 just leaves me with x. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So x equals 3 is my answer. Okay, for this next one, I'm going to chant to you what I would do to solve it. Firstly, I'm going to chant the question. It says 2x plus 5 equals 11. Next line. 2x plus 5 minus 5 equals 11 minus 5. 2x equals 6. Divided by 2, cancel. X equals 3. Listen for this one. 3x plus 2 equals 20. 3x plus 2 minus 2 equals 20 minus 2. 3x equals 18. Divide by 3, cancel. X equals 6. Now, as I'm doing this next one, why don't you chant it along with me? Okay, we start by reading it out. 10x plus 6 equals 56. Do you know what comes next? 10x plus 6 minus 6 equals 56 minus 6. 10x equals 50. Divided by 10, cancel. X equals 5. Press pause on the video and try this one by yourself. Okay, did you work it out? 3x plus 5 minus 5 equals 26 minus 5. 3x equals 21. Divide by 3, cancel. X equals 7. Did you get that one right? Try this one. Press pause. 2x plus 10 minus 10 equals 16 minus 10. 2x equals 6, divided by 2, cancel, x equals 3. Hopefully you're getting the hang of those ones now. Now listen to this next one. 2x minus 10 equals 16. Can you see how this one's different to the last? Instead of plus 10 here, I've got minus 10. Now I ask myself, how do I get rid of a minus 10? Well, what's the opposite of minus 10? It's plus 10. Watch. 2x minus 10, that's what's already there, plus 10 equals 16 plus 10. Can you see what I've done? I've added 10 to both sides. Now, the minus 10 plus 10, that makes they go away. 16 plus 10 now, that's 26. What do I do now? Same thing. Divided by 2, cancel, x equals 13. Now listen as I chant this next one. 10x minus 4 equals 36. 10x minus 4 plus 4 equals 36 plus 4. 10x equals 40. Divide by 10, cancel, x equals 4. Here are 3 for you to try now. Take care that you notice whether it is plus or minus there. Press pause and give them a go. Okay, hopefully you were able to solve those. Let's go through them. The first one, 2x minus 5 equals 9. 2x minus 5 plus 5 equals 9 plus 5. 2x equals 14. Divided by 2, cancel. X equals 7. Next one, 2x plus 5 minus 5 equals 9 minus 5. 2x equals 4. Divided by 2, cancel. 4 divided by 2 is 2. X equals 2. Next one. 3x minus 8 plus 8 equals 4 plus 8. 3x equals 12. Divided by 3, cancel. X equals 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay, now all of those ones had whole numbers for answers, but that won't always happen. Have a look at this one here. 5x plus 1 equals 10. How do I solve that? Same as always, 5x plus 1 minus 1 equals 10 minus 1. 5x equals 9. What do I do next? Divide by 5, cancel. X equals, well, 9 divided by 5, I don't know what that is. My calculator does. 9 divided by 5 equals 1.8. Now, it's also okay to just leave it like that, as 9/5. That is an okay answer, but you may prefer the look of a decimal answer, in which case you'd give it like that. Sometimes also you get negative answers. How about this? 3x plus 5 equals negative 11. How do we solve that? 3x plus 5 minus 5 equals negative 11 minus 5. 3x equals, well, negative 11 minus 5 is negative 16. What do I do? Divide by 3, cancel. Oh, what's that going to be? Well, I'm just going to use my calculator. Negative 16 over 3. I could write it as a fraction, just leave it like that, or I could press the SD button on my calculator, and it will give me negative 5.33, and there's loads of 3's there. And that can be my answer. Notice this one here, it's also not a whole number and it's a negative. And that is fine, sometimes that happens. Okay, I've got a different kind of problem to show you now. Have a look at this one. This means k divided by some number 5 is equal to 10. K divided by 5 is equal to 10. Well, I need to get k by itself. So what's stopping it by it being by itself? It's this divide by 5. I ask myself, what's the opposite of divide by 5? Divide by 5? Well, that would be times by 5. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to times both sides by 5. Then can you see this one here? 5k, 5 lots of k divided by 5 will just leave me with k. K is equal to 5 times 10 is 50. And that makes sense because my original question, k over 5 equals 10, well, what number divided by 5 gives me 10? Well, 50 divided by 5 is 10. Let's look at another one of those. Let's have x divided by 3 is equal to 12. Well, I say, what's the opposite of divide by 3? And that is times. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. Those ones cancel. What have I got left? X is equal to 12 times 3, which is 36. How about this one? X over 2 is equal to 10. What's the opposite of divide by 2? Times by 2. So we have those ones cancel. X is equal to 20. Now, sometimes people get confused with these. Get confused with that, say 2x is equal to 10, or x over 2 is equal to 10. What do we do here? Well, this means 2 times x, so to solve this one, I divide both sides by 2, cancel, x equals 10 divided by 2, which is 5. For this one here, I've got x divided by 2. What's the opposite of divide by 2? It's times by 2. Those ones cancel. 10 times 2 is 20. X is 20. See the difference between those? I'm going to give you a few to do now. Press pause on the video and see if we can get these. Remember, don't be confused about whether it's divide or times. Clearer, that number there's a 3. Okay, let's solve them. This one here, x divided by 5 is equal to 10. Opposite of divide by 5 is times by 5. I'm going to times both sides by 5. Then x is equal to 10 fives are 50. This one here, I'm dividing by 3. What's the opposite of divide by 3? It's times by 3. X is equal to 6. Next one, 3x equals 12. Well, this is times. X times 3 is 12. Opposite of times 3 is divide by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay, here is a new type here. I asked myself, what is stopping x from being by itself? The answer is, well, I've got a times by 3, and I've also got a divide by 2. And I'm going to need to deal with both of those. So, step 1, I write out my question. Now, I don't like the look of that divide by 2, so I'm going to get rid of that first. I'm going to go 2 times 2, cancel. That leaves me with 3x is equal to 15 times 2, which is 30. Now, if your number facts aren't great to do in your head, that's not a problem. Just use your calculator for things like that. Now I'm left with 3x equals 30. Well, divide by 3, cancel, x equals 10. Let's look at another one of those. Okay, 5x over 2 equals 15. First up, I'm going to get that over 2, get rid of that. What's the opposite of divide by 2? It's times by 2. I'm multiplying both sides by 2. Then straight away, I'm cancelling those out, make it go away. Now I'm just left with 5x equals 15 times 2, which is 30. What do I do next? Divide by 5, cancel. X equals 30 divided by 5, which is 6. Could you have a go at this one? What's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to get rid of that divide by 2. 2 times 2, cancel. Leaves me with 7x is 14 times 2, is 28. What do I do next? Divide by 7, cancel. 28 divided by 7 is 4. Now, if you want to know what that is, 28 over 7, and you don't know, you can type it in your calculator like that, and that will give you 4. Or you can type it in as 28 divided by 7, which will also give you 4. Here are 3 for you to try. Press pause on the video. Okay, hopefully that is enough time. Let's look at this first one. First thing I'm going to do, multiply both sides by 2, cancel. That will leave me with 3x is equal to 18. Divided by 3, cancel. X is equal to 6. Next one. Divide by 3, well, what's the opposite of that? Times both sides by 3, cancel. That gives me 10x equals 60. Divide by 10, cancel. X equals 6. Next one here. 5 times 5, cancel. 4x equals 40. Divided by 4, cancel. X is equal to 10. How did you go with those? Okay, let's look at this next type here. This one here looks a bit tricky. I've got 3x plus 5 on the top of the fraction, then we're dividing by 2 is equal to 7. Now the important thing is here, I cannot deal with this plus 5 or this 3 here until I have gotten rid of this 2 on the bottom. Well, the good news is that getting rid of that 2 is pretty easy. All I'm going to do is multiply both sides by 2. Watch this, I'm going to put 2 times 2. Now there's nothing I have to do next apart from cancel out these 2's. And then I have 3x plus 5, see those 2's have gone away, is equal to 7 2's are 14. Now once we've hit that, super easy, just like the other ones we've been solving. 3x equals 14 minus 5, divided by 3, cancel, x equals 3. Okay, here's another one. Now, remember that I can't deal with this 2 here or this minus 1 until I've looked after that 7. So, how do I get rid of a divide by 7? That's right, I'm going to times both sides by 7. Cancel those straight out again. 2x minus 1 equals 21. 2x minus 1 plus 1 equals 21 plus 1. 2x equals 22. And then x is equal to 11. Why don't you have a go at this one? Okay, what do we do first? We're going to deal with the divide by 11 by multiplying both sides by 11. Then cancel those straight out, they've gone. 5x minus 3 equals 22. And x is equal to 5. Hopefully you got that right. Let's try another. Now this one here may not have a whole number for an answer. Press pause. X is equal to 13 over 2. 13 divided by 2, I put that in my calculator and I get 6.5. Here are 4 for you to try. Press pause on the video. Here are the answers for the first 3. 2, 4.2 and 15. Hopefully you got those right. Let me work this last one with you. To get rid of a divide by 9, we're going to multiply both sides by 9 and then cancel that. We're left with 5x minus 3 is equal to 27. And then we've just follow our normal routines. cancel, x equals 6. How did you find those ones? If you're not getting all of these right, it's probably a good idea to stop at this point, go back, watch again, and do some more practice. Here are 4 more. Do these if you need to. Press pause on the video. And here are the solutions for those. Press pause so that you can look at them carefully if you need to. We're going to move on now to equations that have brackets. Have a look at this one. 6 lots of 3x minus 5 is equal to 56. Now what this means, there is a little invisible times sign in there. It means 6 lots of all of that. Now what we're going to do is just get rid of the brackets. 6 lots of 3x minus 5 equals 6 lots of 3x minus 6 lots of 5. What's 6 lots of 3x? I'm thinking 6 lots of 3x. 6 lots of 3 dogs is 18 dogs. 6 lots of 3x is 18x. Okay, 6 lots of 3x minus 6 lots of 5. 6 lots of 5 is 30. Now once I'm at that point, I can just solve this like I always would. Big numbers here. I'm certainly going to need my calculator for this. 86 divided by 18. Ooh, and that's a yucky number. What is it? 4.78, thereabouts. Okay. So the trick is first to expand the brackets. If I've got 5 lots of 2x plus 4, that is equal to 5 lots of 2x, which is 10x, plus, I just put that sign there, 5 lots of 4. 5 lots of 4 is 20. Could you do this one? 3 lots of 2x plus 4. What's that going to be? Say it with me. 3 lots of 2x, which is 6x, plus 3 lots of 4, which is 12. How about this one? 10 lots of 2x minus 1. That means 10 lots of 2x, which is 20x, sorry. Put that sign down there, minus 10 lots of 1, which is 10. Can you expand these brackets for me? Well, how do we do it? 3 lots of 5x is 15x, plus 3 lots of 7 is 21. Next one. 2 lots of 2x is 4x, plus 2 lots of 1 is 2. Next one. 3 lots of 10x is 30x. Oh, minus, just put that down, minus 3 lots of 7 is 21. Now, once we can expand brackets, solving equations that have got brackets isn't too bad. If I've got 2 lots of 5x minus 1 is 38, what do I say? First thing I'm going to do, expand 2 lots of 5x is 10x, minus 2 lots of 1 is 2, equals 38. What do I do next? I just solve it like I would normally solve it. Divide by 10, cancel, x is equal to 4. Why don't you have a go at this one? Start by expanding the brackets. Press pause. Okay, how do we do it? First, 5 lots of 3x is 15x minus 5 lots of 2, which is 10, is equal to 20. And then we just solve it in the usual fashion. Divide by 15, cancel, x is equal to 2. Have a go at these ones here. I can tell you that they don't all have whole number answers. Okay, how did you go? First step here, expanding the brackets. Four x equals 40, divide by 4, x is going to equal 10. Next one here, expand the brackets. 6x plus 15 is 21. Don't think I'm going to have enough space here. 6x is 6. 6x divided by 6 equals 6 divided by 6. X is going to 6 divided by 6, x equals 1. Final one. Expand the brackets. 10 times 8x is 80x, minus 10 equals 390. Now we don't need to be worried about the big numbers here, do we? We just do the same thing. Add 10 to both sides. That gives me 80x is equal to 390 plus 10 is 400. Divided by 80 equals 5. Okay, I told you they didn't all have whole number answers, but they do. Okay, now we're going to go on to a different type of equation. This one here is different because you can see it's actually got x's on both sides. Now, what this requires is just an extra step. Now, what I want to have is I want to have all of my x's over one side and all my numbers over the other side. Watch what I'm going to do. What I don't like at the moment is these x here. I want that x to go away. So watch what I'm going to do. I've got 3x minus 3 equals x plus 5. I want that x to go away, this one here. So what I'm going to do is take x away from both sides. See that? Now x, take away x, that's made those go away. So what I've got left on the right here is just this 5. What have I got over here? I'm going to collect like terms. I've got 3x minus x. I've got 3 of them and I'm taking away one of them. 3x minus 1x leaves me with 2x. I've got 2x. I've still got this minus 3 here. 2x minus 3 is equal to 5. And then I can just solve that like I would normally solve it. X is equal to 4. Let's look at another one. Okay, 5x plus 7 equals 2x plus 16. Now, I'm not happy with this 2x here. I want that to go away. So I'm going to take 2x away from both sides. See that? So 2x, take away 2x. That will leave me just with this 16 there on the right-hand side. Now, what have I got on the left? I've got 5x, take away 2x. 5 dogs, take away 2 dogs. 3 dogs, 5x, take away 2x, leaves me with 3x. Then from here, I can solve this like I always would. Like that. Can you work out how you should do this one? Start by getting rid of this 6x here. How do we get rid of 6x? We need to take it away from both sides. (6x minus 6x), that leaves just 10 over here. 10x minus 6x leaves us with 4x. 4x minus 5 equals 10. And then we can solve that in the usual fashion. It doesn't have a whole number answer, but that doesn't need to bother us. Here are 2 for you to try. One of them has a negative answer, but that's not a problem. Press pause. So with this first one, the thing that we need to get rid of is this 5x here. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 5x from both sides. Those ones will go away, and then what we're left with, 7x minus 5x leaves us with 2x, take 3, is equal to 5. And then we just solve that in the usual fashion. And the answer is x equals 4. Did you get that correct? Now, the next one, the thing that we need to get rid of is this 2x over here. So we're going to take that from both sides. Take 2x. Again, take 2x. Now, 3x, take away 2x. 3 dogs, take away 2 dogs. Leaves me with 1 dog. But 1x, we can just write as just x, like that. What have I got over here? 2x, take away 2x, they're gone. X is equal to -10, and that's our answer, and the negative is fine. Here are 3 for you to try. Press pause on the video. Okay, hopefully you're getting better at these. What's the thing that I need to get rid of in this one? It's this x. So what I'm going to do is take x from both sides. Just squeeze it in like this. What have I got left on the left-hand side? I've got 8x minus x. 8 of them minus 1 of them will give me 7x, and I've still got that minus 3 there. X minus x, they go away, don't they? 7x minus 3 is 21. And my answer for this one is a bit yucky, but that's okay. 3.43 approximately. Okay, on this second one, what we want to get rid of is this 2x over here. So I'm going to take away 2x from both sides. What does that leave me with? 4x, take away 2x, leaves me with 2x. I've still got that plus 3 is equal to 9. And then I just solve that. 2x is equal to 6, divide both sides by 2, and x is equal to 3. Now this final one here, what am I getting rid of? Just this x. Minus x minus x. 7x minus x, 7 of them minus 1 of them is 6 of them. 6x plus 10 is equal to, what have I got left here? Don't be tricked up here. This is a -1. Anyone get tricked by that? So 6x plus 10 minus 10 equals -1 minus 10. This is not going to be a nice answer. 6x, put that in your calculator if you're not good at those operations. 6x is -11 divided by 6. -11 divided by 6, which will give me something horrible, -1.83. It's a yucky answer, but it's not wrong. Okay, this next one here, this next type of problem is very similar to the last, but all we've got is some brackets over here. So before we start, we just have to expand these brackets out. 2 lots of x plus 7 equals 2 lots of x plus 2 lots of 7. Then we write the left-hand side as it is. Now it's exactly the same as the problems that we were looking at before. I've got 2x over this side. I need to get rid of that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take 2x away from both sides. Okay, 2x, take away 2x. They go away. All I've got left over here is the 14. What have I got over here? I've got 3x minus 2 of them. 3 of them minus 2 of them is 1 of them, which I just write as x. X plus 10 equals 14, and then it's straightforward from there. 2x is equal to 4 divided by 2, and x is equal to 2. So if you've got one that looks like this, that's got brackets in it, all you need to do first is expand the brackets and then do what you would normally do. Okay, what are we going to do with this one here? Step 1 is to expand these brackets out. So 2 lots of 3x, 6x, 2 lots of 5 is 10. Now what do I need to do next? This 6x over this side, I need to take it away. I can't just take it away from there, I've got to take it away from both sides. What have I got left here? 8x minus 6x, it's going to give me 2x, and then I've still got that plus 4. 6x here, 6x minus 6x there, that goes. All I've got left is this positive 10 there. And straightforward from there. 2x plus 4 minus 4 equals 10 minus 4. 2x equals 6, divide by 2, cancel. X is equal to 6 divided by 2, which is 3. Why don't you have a go at this one? going to begin by expanding out the brackets. Press pause. Okay, what do? 3 lots of x is 3x plus 3 lots of 6, which is 18. Same thing over here. What am I going to do? What do I want to get rid of? I want to get rid of this 3x here. So I'm going to take away 3x from both sides. What have I got left? Over here, I've got 9x, take away 3 of them. 9x take away 3x is 6x. Still got this minus 3 here. Pop that down. Over here, those ones go. I've got 18. 6x minus 3 plus 3 equals 18 plus 3. 6x equals 21. Divide by 6, cancel. X is equal to 21 divided by 6, which is a mucky number. Oh, not too bad, 3.5. Now, if you can do all of these types of questions, then that covers all the stuff that you need to be able to do for the simple familiar questions on the Year 10 General Maths exam. Okay, and here is our final set. 6 questions that go through all the types of basic equations that you need to be able to solve. Press pause now and work them all. Here are the answers for the first 3. Press pause so that you can check yours. We have x equals 11, x equals 14, and x equals 3. Here are the answers for questions 4 and 5. We've got x equals 2 and x equals 4. Press pause if you need to check the working to see where you went wrong. And here's the final answer, x equals 6. If you're struggling with any of these, it's probably worth just going back in the video and watching that section again and doing all of the ones that I do, practicing them. I hope that's been helpful.